Cooper Marcher here. It had been 3 years since two cats had left the basement they called home. Their only companions were a water heater and furnace. Unfinished concrete walls and exposed studs were all they had to gaze upon. That is until the brothers were rescued and brought to Perfect Cat Rescue in northern Illinois. Here they saw sunlight for the first time in years, and they began their journey to experiencing actual human companionship and love. For Buddy and Rocky, emerging from the basement was long overdue. The boys are over 8 years old, but had been living in the dungeon for the last 3 years. They couldn't imagine why they were kept secluded. How could someone do that to an animal? Even more surprising was how sweet they both turned out to be. It wasn't quite that way with Buddy at first, though, but it's completely understandable. No one can know what emotional and physical turmoil they experienced. Thankfully, the boys weren't in bad shape physically, and at least were clearly being fed. But with emotionally neglected cats, it can take a while for them to adjust to humans. Buddy was cage aggressive to start. He does not like to be restrained, but quickly relaxed and settled in. Out of the cage, he hasn't stopped purring, rubbing, and talking. It wasn't long before both cats were wholeheartedly thanking the humans that helped rescue them. I mean, how many cats literally will give you a hug? Perfect Cat Rescue was happy to accept Buddy's gratitude. The next couple of months, they would wait patiently at the adoption center for a human of their own. Volunteers and visitors to the shelter were easily won over by the sweet senior cats. But due to their circumstances, the rescue knew it would be best if the boys were the only cats in their eventual home. Ideally, the two would remain together as they clearly had a strong bond after their trauma. So they worked overtime to showcase the sweet dispositions and demeanor of the boys. It proved to be quite an easy task. With models like them, we can see why. It was just a short time before the bright future of the basement cats was fully illuminated. The resilient duo was adopted by a sweet gentleman who knew they needed to stay together. He happily welcomed them both into his life where they can now flourish. They were definitely ready to go to their forever home. I'm sure they'll miss all the love and attention they received at their short stay with Perfect Cat Rescue. But the goal is always goodbye, and this team of amazing humans can now move on to the next rescue. Congratulations to Buddy, Rocky, and to their perfect human. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.